Good morning, Knicks Nation. Good morning to you. Um, God bless each and every single one of you guys. What a crazy world we live in, man. I was just looking at some stuff on, in the news because I like to watch the news and stuff like that. I just as sad as it is, I like to watch it sometimes and stuff, and I didn't know what's going on in the world. I don't know if you guys are like that or not, but there's a lot of stuff going on. But I just wanted to, mention that real briefly. Oh my God, I'm just glad they found that girl I was missing in where was it, in Alabama. I'm glad she's home. I'm glad she's home and she's safe. I'm just really curious about. I don't know how you guys feel, but I'm curious to know. She just decided to go back home. Where was she? Who was she with? What the heck happened? I'm curious about that. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but anyway, that's another story for another day. I wanted to touch upon a little bit on the Knicks a little bit, as far as, because I know I've talked about it in the past about Evan Fournier being traded and stuff, but I just wanted to briefly just talk about, because obviously you guys know Summer League is already over, and I don't know. The thing is, I don't follow Summer League as much like that. And this year, I don't know. They had, their team wasn't that great. The Knicks team wasn't that great this year to begin with, so I personally, like I said, I didn't watch any of the games. I saw little highlights here and there that I would watch. But other than that, it wasn't, I didn't find no interest in it. Like I said, I just care about, who they drafted, of course, and who they traded for and stuff like that, and this off season and stuff like that. Who they signed, and of course, when camp starts and stuff like that going forward. So I keep up with that kind of stuff, So, today, July 19th. Oh, I'm sorry, July 17th. I'm sorry. So I just wanted to briefly just touch up on Evan Fournier, because I feel, like I said, I'm going to mention this again. A couple of things. I'm going to give you my bold predictions, basically. My bold predictions on what I feel is going to happen before the season starts. Okay. And like I said, whatever these bold predictions you guys may not agree with, and you guys may agree with. I don't know. We'll see. This is my opinion, my prediction, and we'll see if it happens, right? So one, I think Evan Fournier is going to get traded. There's no doubt about that. That's just my opinion. Because again, they don't need him, right? He's not a good defensive player. He's a pretty good, decent shooter, of course, as we all know, right? He's not a good defensive stopper. We all know that. Tom Thibodeau's not the biggest fan of him as far as that is concerned, right? Because we all know that he can shoot pretty well. And he's a good vet. He's been a very, very, he's been a professional since he's been with the Knicks, as far as, keeping himself not going crazy, right? As we all know. So, as far as, not having any playing time. So, I think he's going to get traded eventually. I think he's going to be a filler, in my opinion, to a bigger trade that the Knicks are going to do. What they do, I don't know. I think there's three names that I personally have in mind that I can see happening. I can see coming back to New York, because I think they're trying to get some kind of star. Well, let me fix that. They're trying to get a good player, a good two-way player, I think, or a star, right? This freaking phone is vibrating way too much. I'm sorry about that, guys. So anyway, I feel like again, I think he's gonna be a filler, and I think he's gonna be traded with somebody coming in. It could be an OG Anunoby, because I think Toronto is still willing to part ways with one of those guys, if not both, with either Pascal Siakam or OG Anunoby, right? That's just, I think Evan Fournier is going to be included in that trade. Or it could be a combination of RJ Barrett and Evan Fournier going to Toronto for OG Anunoby. Maybe some compensation, something like that, some on draft capital. I don't know. Because like I said, the Knicks have like I think 11 draft picks in the next 7 years or whatever it is. I think they have like four first rounders unprotected, I believe. And like I said, I don't know for sure, but let me know if what you guys if you guys know. So either way, so either I see OG Anunoby coming to New York. They've been talking about him for the past year or so, a little over a year, or past couple of seasons, about him coming to New York and stuff like that. But I think he's got to be willing to obviously sign an extension, because they're not going to trade for him, especially when he's not going to sign an extension, right? I mean, it makes no sense, So like, I think he's gonna want to obviously sign there long term, and I think he will. I don't see why he shouldn't and why he wouldn't. But the other guy, obviously, is Zach LaVine. I think Zach LaVine's been rumored for God knows how long. He's been rumored like insanely crazy with the Knicks, and I think he wouldn't mind coming to New York. But now, obviously, I know you guys have heard. I don't know if you guys have heard about, his agent. His agent, Club Sport or whatever. What's that? Club Sports, whatever it is. They don't want to mess with the Knicks and NCAA and stuff, and they don't want to have anything to do with them. And I don't know how true that is. I don't know if I should put any kind of honesty in that, because again, it's up to OG Anunoby in reality, right? Even though he has his own label now. Well, it's not his own label, because I know he went back to CAA. I know he went to CAA now. What I'm saying is though, Zach LaVine. It's not CAA, as we all know. So that's going to be interesting to see. I think he wouldn't mind coming to New York, because I think he knows that we're building something special there. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, and the other guy, me personally, has been talked about a lot, is Paul George, right? Paul George is obviously the guy that I would love to have on my Knicks. Question is, can he stay healthy, right? That's the bigger question. Because he's a two-way player. He can shoot, he can defend. He's not obviously the person that he used to be as far when he was in Indiana back in the day. But he can still play, man. He can still bring a lot of championship, a lot of playoff experience, and it'll make the Knicks a lot better. I think they can be a top three seed in my opinion, easily. And they can win like 52, 53 games, And I'm still predicting them to win at least 50, 51 games this year. Making it to the, I think they have a good chance of making it to the Eastern Conference Finals too, depending on what they do, obviously, before the season starts, So, just my opinion again. I just wanted to make a quick video on that, because I feel like, I want to get my opinion on things when it comes to the Knicks. Because again, this is the reason why I started this YouTube channel, because again, I wanted to give my opinion. I have things to say, and should have done this a long time ago, but it's better late than never, and I hope you guys found some kind of interest in this video, or in the way I go about things. I'm a little different, guys. I like to I drive to work sometimes and I'm talking with you guys, and I'm gonna start doing videos, of course, eventually at home. It's gonna happen soon, and of course I like to talk about my Knicks. Of course, anything related with with God and family. I'll get into stuff like that down the road. Because I'm a big God, Christian, and I like to talk about God and stuff like that. And I believe strongly in Jesus and stuff like that. And I have a lot of faith in what I do and stuff like that. And even if you could be having the worst day of your life, man, and you gotta trust God and for everything, and He's the only way, the way and the only way, and I love my family, I love my kids and stuff like that. I love family. I'm a family guy, so. But anyway, we'll get into that one day. Just wanted to touch up on that. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, you comment, so I can know your opinion on things, and make sure you subscribe as well, okay? You guys take care. God bless each and every one of you. I pray your Friday goes well, your weekend goes well. Stay safe. Take care.